Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. I want to apologize before we start that there's a guy mowing his grass across the street. I can't help that. In the past, what I would try to do is wait him out. Or, if it was really bad, cut it out and then the video doesn't make any sense. Or make a joke out of it and put it at the back end in fritziness. But that's not going to happen anymore. So things like that have got to change on the channel. Because it's keeping me in this seat right here too long. I've found things, that help. This McKenzie roll that's behind me helps me to sit up straight. The cushion that I bought recently, it helps with the bones at the base of my spine, but it created another problem. It produced thigh cramps, okay, because I'm sitting in the position too long. So I just have to realize some things have to go now. Because I am 62. I'm not 52 anymore. Actually, I started the channel 9 years ago, not 10 years ago. But in any case, I was in my early 50s when I started this channel. It seems like I'm constantly changing something to fix something else, and it's not working. So in light of the way my life has changed over the last 3 years, and I don't want to get into all that. You know that if you've been here, of the things that have happened in the last 3 years and how my responsibilities have shifted in my life. And Shy Guy's here all the time now, so that's not going to change. He's on disability now until he goes to retirement. We are all tired of how long I sit in the chair in here. Right. I've tried standing up and working on a computer. That doesn't work. If I lay down and work on the computer, now I'm hurting up here instead of low. So I need to lessen how much time I'm spending in this chair. And I need to get out of the chair and be less sedentary than I have been over the last 20 years. And when I say 20 years, I know you're like, you haven't been here 20 years. Has YouTube even been here 20 years? Almost. It's been here 19. Prior to that, I was in the chair doing a regular job. It's important to my health now that I get active. I need to be walking more. And, I'm not as agile as I was 9 years ago. It even takes longer to make dinner. So for that reason, and about 80% of you are going to be super happy about this, for that reason, we have to let go of fritziness. I know, let's just go ahead and cry for those of you who did love fritziness. But here's the good news, right? It's not like it's not still there for you. There are 9 years, and maybe in that 9 years, there's like a handful of videos that do not have fritziness on there. There's a whole playlist, Best of Fritziness, that is 10 minutes straight of fritziness. And I know that a lot of you don't get this, okay, because I can see in my stats, most of you leave as soon as I say, I hope you guys know that you're the best part of the Fritzy family. You're out. So I know that a great majority of people are not going to care at all about this. But for those of you who have told me over the years how much you live for the fritziness, okay, how much it helps you with your chronic pain, how much it helps you, to get a chuckle for, it's still there. 9 years worth of me acting stupid at the end. I just want to show, in case some of you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to a channel, you can organize by videos, as they have been released. You can watch live shorts playlists. The community page is there where you can see where posts have been made. People on a phone see this, just by looking at their phone. But on a computer, you actually have to go there in order to see it. But I have playlists that have been made, here's that playlist I was talking about of fritziness. So there's 15 videos in here, Best of Fritziness, that you can get to. Or, if you're interested in Amazon picks, makeup brushes. I have a playlist that has all of my channel organized in it that you can get to from just going there. All 952 videos that I've made over the last 9 years. And I hope you'll remember that that's there for you, and of course that I love you. But I'm going to change up the format of this channel. Most of what I do here now will be reviews, because I've also gone through and analyzed the channel, and I know what everybody seems to really like are reviews, and that will be empties, the favorites that I do every month that has everything I liked or didn't like for the whole month. That's in there. The Glitzy Fritzyville basket makes it. So what all of those videos have in common is reviews. I'm probably going to be doing one video a week unless there's something pressing. I need to get the time I sit in the chair talking and the time that I spend editing down, way down, or leave. And I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave you guys. I've spent all this time building the relationship that I have with you guys. So I don't want to leave. And I'm hoping that you guys are going to be right there with me and that you will understand that. What happened last week was I went through the house because to me, it's best if you recommend products you actually have, unless it's something you just ran out of. I could sit here all day and suggest products, you know, that I don't own. But what does that tell you if I don't own the product? So I went through makeup, skincare, hair care, and I went and got all the products that I recommend, and you will find those products, okay? I made a link to a visual list of all of the products, which is another thing that's confusing some of you. I've had some of you write me and go, I want to use your link to buy this thing I wanted to buy, but I can't find it. And that's because I thought that it would be more beneficial for you to have one link, and it goes to the place where you can visually see everything and in the order I talked about it. To me, that seems like a much easier way to shop. But because I didn't have all the products listed out, that's now what you're used to. So even though it was the very first thing in the description box, it said, here is what I'm wearing or something like that. And it was one link. One link to rule them all, and people were missing it. There was a good solid hour and a half probably that I spent making all the links, and then that video, oh, it was monstrous because I had 99 products in makeup, skincare, and hair care that I would recommend for this sale. Right? This video was 2.5 hours long because of the time that I spent filming. This happens all the time. The actual video you see may be only anywhere from 15 minutes to 25 minutes. But what I have to edit is much longer than that. Right? Mostly because of all the products that were in there. But also I need to film for at least an hour and a half. I've told you guys this before. I need to film for at least that long to get fritziness. If I just sat down in a chair to tell you about like this bottle and what this blue stuff is, and I just left it there, that wouldn't take very long. I probably am not going to get hurt, all right? But if I sit here long enough talking about this to where I can think up something that's kind of funny about it and then sing a song that maybe relates to it and then cut that out and put it at the end, and, you know, all of that takes time. Right. After I got done with that, I had my partial that I got in, and the wire isn't like it should be yet. And they're poking me, all right? So I had wax on it, dental wax. I got lipstick on the dental wax. That doesn't wear off, like from talking. That was there and obnoxious the whole time, and I didn't know it. Oh, and that wasn't all. It seemed like every time I turned around, there was something else that was wrong. And finally, time ran out, and I couldn't get this video up. I wasn't even halfway done with it at that point. So in hindsight, maybe I should have only mentioned one product per category for the video, but I was trying to give options in case, for example, you didn't like this kind of a primer. Well, here's a different kind. Basically, I hurt myself to the point where I'm still hurting today trying to put out that video, and that's just going to keep happening. And I have my doctor now telling me, you know, you're too sedentary. Well, I have to be to do what I do here. I can't do anything else. I do what I do. I fix dinner and watch TV with my husband, and that's not exercise. Another thing that's going to change is the ending of my videos. I don't think people realize that they're hurting the YouTuber when they leave before the video has ended. And because fritziness is at the end of the video, and because most people don't want to see it, they just get out of there before I even say goodbye. Also, I have people asking me, what does this mean? What are you doing that for? Back when I first started doing that, people knew why I was doing it. That was so long ago, no one knows anymore why I'm going like that. So why do that? It doesn't make sense to anyone. So I'm getting ready to scoot out of here, and going forward, I'm just going to say, Lord willing, I'll see you next time.